Okay, it says we're live. So let's make sure that I have this all set up the way I want it to. I'm attempting to dual stream to Twitch again, and it has this thing where it wants to revert back to a category that I initially chose that is not exactly chatting or writing, and so I'm not entirely sure how to change the default. I've asked some of the developer Twitch help stuff, but I haven't received an answer yet, so who knows? Maybe eventually it would all figure itself out. But happy Sunday. Happy third weekend of 2021. So is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, third weekend. I can't. It's like it's already the 17th. So that just seems crazy to me, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with that information. So there you go. So yeah, but let me say hello. So Megan, hello, and Laura is here. Hello, welcome. And Ward is here. Am I here yet? Yes. I had to go grab my tea is one of the things I needed to do. I left it steeping while in the kitchen. I had intended to go get it after 3 minutes, and then it sat there for 20 minutes. So I had to go get it and put it in the microwave. So Laura Nettles is also here. Hello. You have written a list of horror writing prompts. The first 20 released on your blog last night, and the next 20 are scheduled for the following Saturday. So fun. Yes. And Laura also posted them about them on Instagram. So fun. That should be good. And Laura, you have wrench. You have the wrench, so you can feel free to post the link to your blog if you wish. No pressure, but if you wish. Becca is here. Hello. How are you? Are you formatting today, or are you doing something different today? Because I know the last couple times you've been formatting. So Sarah says, hello. Welcome. Christina is here. Hello. And Elizabeth is here. Hello, everybody. And to Becca, Elizabeth says, I loved your video about that 90-day project. Yes. Absolutely. Very, very fun and also informative and goals at the same time. So Emma Ward says, awesome to all the prompts. Yes. Yes. Emma Ward says, hello, Becca C. Smith, the 90-day lady. You rock. Lovely. Kai the Minion says, hey, everyone. And your new nickname. Yay. Yes. Courtney says hello to everybody. How are you, Courtney? I hope you're doing well. C says, once it's safe to do so, you are going to go to a karaoke bar and have a go at doing Shoot to Thrill by AC/DC. It's a good song. I mean, you know, it's just a good song. So AC/DC gets you pumped. Yes. It's crazy which part that it's the 17th that Becca did so many awesome things in 90 days. Just there are so many crazy things going on right now. CB says that particular song reminds you of Iron Man 2. Is it in the soundtrack? I don't remember. It might be. Oh, yes. Sorry, I just saw Elizabeth's comment just under Charlie. So, hello, Charlie. How are you? And yes, Thunderstruck is awesome. I also have several tracks of Thunderstruck by, I don't even know what you would call it, like pop violinists. And also, I think, is it 2 cellos? No, not 2. Is it 2 cellos? I think it might be 2 cellos as well. If you have not seen the music video for Thunderstruck by 2 cellos, their cover of it, It's amazing. It's just amazing. But yes, you will not be able to concentrate if you do that. You'll just be rocking out. Yes. Just Eva says, hello. Actually, you say hi, but I said hello back. So CB says, hello. Yes. Becca is working on edits for the next Dream Diaries in the series. Ooh, fun stuff. Rosalind says, hello, how are you? And also wave. CB says, I can't listen to AC/DC or Bon Jovi when you were doing serious work. Understandable, very understandable. There are certain groups and certain tracks that I also cannot listen to because I just completely derail into music land. So Shay, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yes, I am doing good. I have tea, I have water, I've already had coffee. I have pulled the Oracle card for today, so I'll share that with y'all as well. So I feel like today is stacking up to be a pretty good day overall. So that's always a nice feeling. Laura says there is the link to Laura's blog with the horror prompts. Yay. Okay, and it is in the soundtrack. Okay, excellent. Okay. Yay. And yes, thank you very much for the reminder. I appreciate it. It does help get get recognized by the algorithm. So yes. And Becca says hello to Cache. And yes, classical Thunderstruck. Love it. It's so good. Devin says howdy. Hello, how are you? And Charlie says you are working on hashtag that thing I call an outline. Yes, for Crypts and Wyverns, the series. And Cache says, hey there, Becca. And working on your next amazing book. Yes. Yeah, that's about sums up what you call my outlines too, which they're not really outlines, but yes. Valley in the Four Seasons, yes, absolutely. CB says, I can only listen to classical soundtracks. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Neil Diamond. Oh, Neil Diamond. Bette Midler, when you are seriously working, anything else distracts you? So I tend to, if I'm working seriously, I try and find something that is instrumental one. So yeah, classical fits that a lot of times. But I also, I like Beethoven's Fifth, like I'll listen to it, and after the third round of me like fully concentrating on the music, then I can ignore it. But it takes that like 3 go rounds. And yes, I am fully aware of how long it is, which is why I typically don't do it. But yes, after like the third go round of a song or something that I really love, then I can sort of like put it to the background and then I can concentrate. So MM Ward says you're writing chapter 18 for Inkit posting of Ghost with Hope draft. Very nice. Charlie says to Cache, me too. I love the idea, but it has too many moving parts to zero draft it like you want to, which is still why it's in the quote outlining phase. Gotcha. You are the best. Yes, absolutely. Cache is the best. And Elizabeth says to CB, Studio Ghibli Jazz Edition. Oh yeah, that's good too. And video game music like Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And MM Ward says, I have playlists for your work in progress and certain characters. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to fully like do a playlist for characters. So I have like battle music that I put on when I want to write a fight scene, and then like atmospheric music. So over on the Twitch side is my stream freezing for anybody else. I have been experiencing some sort of like weird internet glitch where it does have hitches in it. Even on YouTube, the video freezes a bit. It's not just you, it's my internet. I don't know. So I think your neighborhood is on like shared like trunk line. And so if everybody is on the internet at the same time, then even if you like technically pay for the better internet, it still overloads the trunk, even if your branch is not technically overloaded. So yeah, and with the everybody being home, I don't know, it's weird. I haven't figured it out yet. So CB says I have a playlist for when I, okay, yeah, lots of people do. I'm just kind of weird for not having one, I think. So Cache says, already doing better than me because I can't outline to save my life. Same. Becca says, I wrote an entire script to part 1 of Mozart's Requiem. Oh gosh. By the Monkees, there's a song called Requiem. And that's also an amazing song. I think it's by the Monkees. Or is it by the Association? Okay, I'm gonna have to go find that. For some reason, that first part gave you all the inspiration. Yeah. All because of great friends like you. Yes. We love everybody. Yes. Yeah. So it's me. It's not you. This is not the breakup. This is just like, it's my problem. So how do I like streaming on Twitch? I'm dual streaming through StreamYard. So I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. And sometimes I think it does like overload my laptop a little bit. So it could be that. I don't know. But then other times it has not been like super glitchy. So I think it's more of like the internet at the moment. But I find it fun. But I haven't quite figured out the settings for like OBS. So I don't know how to do all the overlays on that look more like the Twitch norm rather than the StreamYard norm. So I haven't figured everything out yet, but I'm still learning. But it's still kind of fun. But I did find it interesting. It's really kind of fun to like look at the industry side of stuff, because I do watch some gamers do Let's Plays and things on Twitch, and then highlights and stuff on YouTube. So it's really kind of interesting because the author community is sort of in this midst to shift towards Twitch, whereas the Twitch gamers are shifting to stream on YouTube because Twitch isn't giving them the support they want. And so it's really kind of interesting to see like which communities are sort of like passing each other. And so I don't know if that means that the streaming side of YouTube is about to get really stronger because the bigger gamers are coming back to YouTube. So I don't really know. It's going to be interesting. So that's just sort of some thoughts there. Tanya is here. Hello, just popping in for a moment to say hello and support. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I hope your is going well. And Ayane is here. Hello, you've been wanting to be more productive this year. It's the 17th and you haven't done anything so far. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like, even though I have done like a little bit, but I feel like it's definitely not as much as I could have done. CB says, I had a huge issue with my internet last year and you had to get 2 signal boosters, which is infuriating because you live in a tiny apartment. Yeah. Well, and sometimes it's really weird because like you can pay for the higher internet if you want, but if the lines to your house and to your neighborhood don't support it, they're still going to charge you, but it's not going to get any faster, which is silly. So you have to be aware of what your neighborhood or your capacity is in the area. So it's weird. I don't know. Okay, so let's get set up to do a sprint. I do need a warm-up sprint today because I haven't written anything yet. So there we go. We're going to start with a 15, and then we will switch over to the longer ones. What do we want? I think I kind of want to start with the heartbeat one, but I will not share the audio for it. I'll just keep it on mute because it seemed to bother a couple people last time. So, in which you can play whatever it is that you want to play audio-wise. But we will have the visual for the beating heart. So that's what we will do. There's that. And then real quick, before we start that, the card for the day, the Otter Spirit, which is you are never alone. They're so cute. So the oracle message for it is, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. So in other words, this might be the time to write the romantic or lovey-dovey scenes if you are planning to have those in your work today. So there you go. I mean, but it also, like, you know, letting your love express itself beyond just the words. So show them, don't tell them type of things. That could also be an aspect of the card for today. So that is the card for today, which is kind of fun. So because eventually today I do want to be working on one of my romance pieces. So there we go. All right, so we will go ahead and start after our reminders, because I always want to give you your reminders. 1, save your document. 2, drink something. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back to do a posture check. And 4, if you need a break or you need to get a snack, make sure you get one. Those are your 4 reminders, and we can now get started in 5, maybe, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of the pause this. Maybe, hopefully. There we go. All right, cool. So I did a little bit of sort of journaling and then a little bit of brainstorming to the tune of maybe like maybe about 275-ish words, if I'm estimating my handwriting correctly. So it's at least a start. And I kind of, like in the brainstorming, I think I had an idea for the next part of the story that I want to sort of outline, sort of like see where it can possibly take me. And okay, so they also had to move your router to the other side of the living room because it was aligned with your fridge. Oh, and routers and metal don't mix. Very true. Very true. Stacy is trying to find a video and it's being impossible to find. Oh no, what video are you trying to find? Maybe we can help. And Elizabeth says you like the heartbeats on the 25 because they're not so loud. Yeah, they're almost inaudible. So yes. So yeah, the otters are really cute. I'm really enjoying the Oracle deck, and I'm hoping that I will be able to finish my edits for the video and be able to post that up this week. So that's my goal. One of my goals. Elizabeth says more tracking terrorists and criminals today, so maybe not lovey-dovey. No, but maybe more of the like show rather than tell. Maybe. So Courtney says, I'm actually writing a romance scene right now. Yay! Lovely, except it ends in a climactic fight, so not too lovely. Oh no! And HK Darkwood is here. Yay for sprinting buddies! Yay, indeed. Indeed. And HK, I think you normally take the weekends off. And so I did not have a link for a stream from you today, but HK, if you have not discovered the channel, HK Darkwood has writing streams pretty regularly as well. So and they're usually after mine, about an hour after mine on the weekdays. So always fun to discover new writing friends indeed. Oh no, Cache was in the wrong tab. Well, we're glad you're back in this tab too. Christina says 217. Excellent. That is awesome. And Sarah read through 2 pages. Great. Laura finally got some writing done instead of just editing, and 399 fresh new words. Very nice. CB got a total of 102. Excellent. Megan, you worked on editing. Don't know how many words you got. That is fine. You may want to go by page count because I tried to initially do words, but I felt weird about including those because I didn't like change them. And so then I started doing pages. It's a little bit harder on like digital. Well, I mean, not really because you do have the scrolly bar, but yeah. So you might go by pages, kind of like Sarah is doing instead of word count while in editing mode. I'm still figuring out editing mode progress stuff. It's weird. Courtney says 463. Ooh, nice. Got out of the slump with this chapter. That is great. That is great. Elizabeth says 197. Pretty good for a 15-minute. Yes, absolutely. Getting into the groove of drafting again. It's been somewhere between 6 to 8 months since the last time you were drafting. Well, in that case, you deserve to draft. Charlie says, I ran around on the deck trying to find the thing the hubby needed for the restaurant that turned out was at the restaurant the whole time. Oh no, maybe next sprint you can work on this quote outline again. And CB says, the carbon copies of Dad's huge brown eyes on my little sister's face whitened as she heard Dad cough. Oh no. Let's hope it's not the Rona. Stacy says, I just found the video. It took the whole sprint. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you found it. Prophet Moonstruck, hello. How are you? Hello, hellos. Nice to see some productive people doing productive stuff. Yes, we are at least attempting. We are attempting to be productive today, which some days we just give up all kinds of tries, which hopefully this Wednesday will be an actual like decent day. So MM Word says the reunion of female main character and the male secondary character, I think if I'm reading the acronyms correctly, who has been in love with her for years. Yeah, that sounds dramatic, like a soap opera. Actually not, just like every romance story, there's always a female main character, there's usually a male secondary character. It's just how characters and things are built, which is always fun though, because a lot of times those secondary characters become main characters in later books, and I find them sometimes more fascinating than I do the main characters. So HK also streams simultaneously to Twitch and YouTube. Good to know. I will need to find HK's Twitch link and add that to my list as well. HK. Okay, so I made a note to do for myself to do that. I don't know why I can't talk today. Becca edited 5 pages. Excellent. That is great. CB says, I forgot I can listen to Frank Sinatra while you're listening. Seriously. There you go. While you're working. Listening seriously? Yes, I would think that you would listen. I'm weird. I'm sorry. MM says, oh no, spouse life strikes again. Hubby had you doing the same thing today as well. Yeah. The boy needs Jesus, so stop doing the devil's work. Yes. I like that. That's fun. HK is making waffles as fuel for more editing. Waffles sounds delicious. So it's not, no, it's not. Okay, it's not the Rona. Tony just snapped and he and Pepper almost died. Snapping, I think. Either that or heart fingers or crossing fingers. We'll see. They're soulmates. You don't write about the beverage bug because you don't want bad karma. Yes. Yes. All of the sweeties in the chat. And yes, Idle's hand indeed. Indeed. Okay, let's do a 25-minute timer, and we will go ahead and do the heartbeat one. It is, I forgot to share the audio again, but that's okay. It happened. Oh, indeed. Just maybe. What are we going to do about it? Still spinning. It's at least appeared vaguely. Okay, so we'll pop it open a little bit bigger, and then we will try and pause it. Okay, it's now paused, maybe. And okay, so I think we are all set up now. So here are your reminders. 1, save your document. 2, drink something. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, do a posture check. And 4, if you need to take a break or you need a snack from the kitchen, please get one. Those are your 4 reminders. And we can now start in 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. I just realized I forgot to change the banner. So that was the second sprint. And then we will eventually go into the third sprint. Oh no, I've got to catch this because that was the... Okay, we're going to stop sharing that for now. All right. Okay, how'd we do? I looked over my notes for one of the stories I have in progress, and I was like, I know I have more than this. Like, where is the file? I thought I had the file with all of the notes in, but I didn't. I had a backup file. So I've now transferred over. I found the original file. I have copied over my additional notes into the backup file. So we are good for that. And I have also written another like 250 words handwritten, some ideas for how characters might have met when they were a little bit younger, and why or why not the characters might recognize each other now that they're grown up, or why wouldn't they, type of thing. So yeah. Also, yes, Devin has kindly put up the link for Stig's birthday stream, so feel free to pop on over there and say hello and happy birthday, because that is also happening today. There are lots of things happening today, as always. So we had a couple people pop in. So Nikki is here. Hello and welcome. Amber is here, just finished eating and getting a shower. Welcome. And Elivira is here. Hello, made it. So yeah, that was the second sprint, but I forgot to, and I left the banner up. So my apologies. But yes, we are still going. On Sundays I stream till 5 p.m. So we still have another hour and 45 minutes to sprint. Although we will also chat during that time. So, hey, Eve is here. How are you? Hope you are doing well. CB is planning to have a shower in the last bit of the stream. And MM Ward says, hello, hey Eve. And MM Ward also jumped over and said, happy birthday. Lucy is here. Hello. No worries for being late. This is the Dawdling Writer YouTube channel. You can dawdle on in whenever you feel like it. And MM Ward says, I have gotten 988 words so far today, which is amazing. That is amazing. Sarah has read through 3 pages and finished a chapter. Yay! That is awesome. Elizabeth says 173. Used a lot of time figuring out the correct word for the spot on your underarm right before the palm of your hand. Spot on so the wrist right there, where all of your veins are. The wrist is like the whole thing. So is there a specific term for right here? I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Charlie says, I figured out the basic plot for part 1 of book 1. Yay! That is good. That is progress. Get mad with Cad the Lad says, I took a bath, got food, and should be drinking water, but am admittedly drinking root beer instead. Fair enough. It's still liquid. MM Ward says, hello, Ambercraft. Did you find your blurb or remember it? Blurbs, yeah, I'm eventually going to have to do blurbs, and I'm not entirely looking forward to that. I am, but I'm not. So, get mad with the Cad the Lad says, I need to continue cleaning, but don't wanna. I know that feeling too. Chloe is here. Hello, finished a scene and got lunch heating. Excellent. CB got 197 again. Nice. Maybe it's just a day for 197 for you. Maybe you should play the lottery with those 3 numbers. Charlie is okay. So MM Ward says to Charlie, "Yay!" Yeah, I forgot to change the banner. I usually try to, but so I've already changed it so that we know which sprint we're on this time. But I think I usually try and get in about 5 during 5 or 6 during Sunday's streams because it's an hour longer. So Amber says 258 of retyping book one's blurb. Very nice. Did not find it, but you were able to type up another one. Okay, gotcha. Megan is editing your story a bit and starting to look up the vocabulary lists to improve your vocabulary. You think you might just have to go browsing the dictionary for new words. That is true. The dictionary can be fun, though. Christina says 312. Maybe you should put the dictionary on like random, because like give me a random word. Keep it instead of alphabetizing. I don't know. Maybe. Could be a thing. Christina got 312. Nice. So Elizabeth says, yes, the wrist or under wrist, but in Norwegian, you don't know if you have it either, or if you're just bad at anatomy. I don't know. I've never actually taken an anatomy course because I avoided it like the plague because that was the class that all of the AP Bio kids were in. So the teacher was very, very strict on them. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll pass on that. So Amber says, okay, where were we? I've lost it. Okay, so Emma Ward says, we need to do a group stream where we show each other our blurbs and give feedback. There would be, yeah. Amber says, if anyone knows, at on after 52, it's their birthday as well. Oh, nice. I did not know that. So, yes, that would be a very helpful stream to do. A blurb critiquing stream. Although we would have to find somebody who knows what they're doing to do the critiquing. Wouldn't we? Would we? I don't know. That might be hard to find because I do not know what I'm doing in regards to blurb writing. So don't listen to me. Maybe later once I have more under my belt, but not right now. One way or another, Morgan, I don't know why I wanted to say Morgana. Morgan Antonia Stark, you'll be in a routine by the end of this week. I won't have a spoiled child. None of my other kids have been spoiled, and that's not starting with you. Understand? There you go. Mommy mode. Courtney says 703. Things are getting juicy. Very nice. She's only 5 hours old. Oh no. We could critique each other's. Yeah, for sure. But goodness gracious. Yeah, blurbs. That could be a thing. That could be a fun thing that we try eventually. All right. Not today because I don't have a blurb ready. Okay. What am I doing? We need a timer. I think I'm going to try Google just to not overload my computer, seeing if it sort of lets me do things. So we will do a 25-25. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. There is the timer. We now have that up. Excellent. Okay. Third sprint. Here are your reminders. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you're drinking something. I have finished my chai. I am now onto water. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back to do a posture check. And 4, if you need to get up and move around or go to the kitchen and get a snack, please do so. Those are your 4 reminders. And we can now get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of that sprint. How'd we do? I fixed some formatting, edited a bit, and then went back to brainstorming. So I got another, like maybe 200 words of brainstorming after I fiddled a whole bunch with formatting and editing. So yeah, making some progress. I think I'm more in my head turning over ideas than I am writing down, but I feel like the ideas that I am actually writing down may actually lead to a proper writing avenue for my characters. So that's progress, I think. So MM Ward says, I have decided that January is 2020's hangover, and the real 2021 will start with the Lunar New Year on February 12th. Probably. Probably. So yeah, Amber agrees that Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. B.A. Pascar is here. Hello, I see that you have taken the word author off. So now you are just B.A. Pascar. Very nice. And everybody says hello. And CB says, you had your shower and then promptly fell down into a fan fiction rabbit hole. At least it's a fun one. Charlie says, I named some places and people for the story. Excellent. Good job. Sarah, naming things just takes so much brain power from me. Sarah says, got through 2 pages. Excellent. More hellos for B.A. Pascar. And MM Word says, put chapter 17 draft on Inkit. The wind is getting worse. You hope you don't lose power or internet again. And my watch is just telling me that I have not walked very much at all the last hour, which I would agree with. So Elizabeth says 0 words, but helped a colleague look over his homeschooling video lesson. Very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of teachers having to learn new skill sets of video editing and things that were not necessarily the primary part of their job has now become a lot more important with online schooling. So Chloe says 185 and lunch. Excellent. Lunch is worth a lot of words. Bonnie, hello, jumping in for some sprints. You are welcome. Megan says, I was browsing the dictionary for words that you don't know that are interesting. Sorry, I felt like I was going to burp, but so the dictionary, there are just so many fun words. I don't know. I love words. They're fun. I don't use nearly as many in conversation though that I do in writing, and I think that sometimes can frustrate me because when I'm speaking, I don't find the word that I want versus when I'm writing. I mean, I still sometimes can't find the word that I want, but it's easier for me to write it down than it is to say it verbally. Plus, there's a whole lot of words that you don't actually, unless you listen to extremely erudite things, or you spend a whole lot of time listening to NPR or some of the more intelligent talking heads, like you never actually hear people pronounce words. And so there's a lack of confidence that comes with only seeing the word in print and never really knowing how to pronounce it. So sometimes I hold back on using certain words because I'm like, I have never, ever heard this word used. And sometimes, I mean, like, yes, there are the pronunciation guides, and yes, now we have Google, which helps. You can like say, like, yes, I would like to know how to say this in the sort of like standard British dialect versus standard American or whatnot. And so sometimes that's a help, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how much I should trust you. So, you know, we got 515 and time for a baking break. Ooh, what are you going to bake? Sounds lovely. Baking sounds nice. What do I have? I do have I can make an apple cobbler for tonight's dessert. That sounds good. I might do that. Thanks for the baking idea. So M.M. Ward says, hello, Bunny. And hello back. And Amy is here. Hello. You've never done sprints with us before, but you have a copy editing project you're working on, and this is great. Excellent. I'm glad that you found us then. We will still be sprinting for another hour, so hopefully we have some time to help you get some work done. And Devin says, welcome, Amy. And so does M.M. Ward. And Devin, hashtag Divine Devin. Yes. Elizabeth says, yeah, not much video editing for you. You are getting really good at one takes using Screencast-O-Matic. Yes. And that is something that I have played around with. I'm still, you know, working out some kinks of how that works. But yeah, screencasting and recording that kind of stuff is it's easy to show rather than just verbally convey. So yes, M.M. Ward also reads the dictionary. And B.A. Pascar says, yes, I added the author thing thinking you would publish this year. It's still possible. However, you have done some research and information that you found is much needed in the story, so you want to get it right and have it written well rather than rushing through to meet a deadline. Fair enough. Amber says, you started writing the blurbs for book 3, and that's already written. Excellent. Yay. Bonnie fed the crew and is ready to write. Nikki is reading Vampire Academy fanfic. Nice. Chloe says, I'm about to run to the Mexican bakery for some corn pudding so that you don't have to bake tonight. Also a good plan. Ellie Vera has been doing your weekly planning spread. I need to actually add things to next week's. Tempted to make brownies tomorrow. Do it. Brownies are also welcome. Gluten-free brownies, salted caramel peanut butter chip brownies. Ooh, now you're just making, yeah. Okay, we're gonna ignore that, and we're gonna reset the timer so that we can actually stop thinking about food and get back to work. Okay, so we're gonna do another 25-25, and hopefully I can get some more of this editing done and shift over to the drafting material, although we'll see. Okay, so this is the thread sprint, 25 minutes, 25 seconds. Here are your reminders. 1, save your document. 2, drink something. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back to do a posture check. And 4, if you need to take a break or go grab something from the kitchen for a snack now that we've all been talking about food, please do so. Those are your 4 reminders, and we can now get started in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the 4th writing sprint. How'd you do? I edited 2 full pages. So that's, I don't know how many words. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. It says it's 1391 words because I've got it single spaced. So, but that's rough edits. I still need to do a couple things. I need some names. Need to make decisions on whether or not I want to call the collective of merchants a guild, an association, a union. What do I want to call them? Whether or not I want to call the sort of like the top aristocrat a royal family, an imperial family. Like, so which wordage choice do I want to go with for certain things? Things like that. So that's kind of some of the edits I still have left to do. Plus, I want to go back through. I fixed some of the sentences for tense. I know I didn't catch them all, so I have to go back through again specifically for tense. Chloe, yay! If StreamYard will work, just finished it. Only 18K over your target length. But hooray for finishing! Yay! Congratulations! That is awesome. You know, maybe it needed that extra 18K, just maybe. But on the other hand, the editing is now much more sizable than your target had been. So, and MM Ward was putting some little blurb bits up and trying to decide which one to go with. I chime in with my preference. Megan says, I now have a nice little stack of vocab words to work on. Very nice. Sarah says, 4 more pages done. Finished that chapter. Only 2 more to go. Nice. Maya is here as well. If StreamYard would continue to cooperate with me, that would be very lovely. Jumped in midway, did some work on a book project, planned tomorrow's goals, and organized. That sounds very productive. That sounds awesome. I need some of that productivity vibes over here. Yes, woo, Chloe, indeed. Elizabeth says, I think I got about 200 words, but they're all jumbled in the first scene. Also struggled with what you want to call the sort of lower class, quote, unquote, in the society. Yeah. And Amber went down a rabbit hole, so nothing. Was it an entertaining rabbit hole, at least? I hope so. Or informative, one or the other. Amy edited about 6 pages. Nice. I need to learn how to edit that quickly. I do not edit quickly at all. So yay, Chloe! Hooray, Chloe! Yes, all the hoorays and congratulations. And CB is declaring that you ate the marshmallows. So I guess that means no marshmallows in your brownies tomorrow. Chloe says, I'm trying to be hooray, but this is supposed to be a novella and it's over 50K. Well, then I guess it's not a novella anymore. I don't know. I don't know what you do in that situation. CB says, I finished a difficult chapter and now you're going to write another chapter that you're writing from the end to the beginning. So you are working backwards. Gotcha. And Charlie says, I realized I need to make a city map and got lost trying to figure out how you want to do it. That is a good question. Whether or not you want it to be circular, expanding in rings, or squares. So you have sort of like the western half of the U.S. has more, like Colorado, for instance, Denver specifically, has like the north-south roads are called one thing, like road or street, and then the east-west are called something else, like boulevard or avenue. And so you always know based on the road that you're turning onto which direction it's headed in. Instead of here on the southern east coast, you have roads that meander and the name changes based on which direction you're going. So like one road can have two different names based on which direction you're going. So it's like if you are headed, say, west, for instance, the road might be named Fayetteville because it's headed to Fayetteville. But if you, on the other hand, if you turn it around, and you're coming the other way, it's also known as Jonesboro because it's headed towards Jonesboro, or what used to be Jonesboro, even though that town name no longer exists because it was absorbed by something else. And so it's frustrating. Sorry, that was a little mini rant that had not a whole lot of point there. Devin has kindly provided the links for Chloe's Amazon page. Very nice. Yay. Amber says, you never know how long it will be once it's edited, though. That is true. That is true. But I tend to add when I'm editing, so that wouldn't be good for me. Hooray! Yes. And oh, good. So you made the goal because you had said that you wanted to finish it this weekend. So you did. Here we go. Okay. So you have mini marshmallows that you can use for the brownies. These were the big marshmallows. There you go. To make top hats. So cute. Yeah, same as New York. So cities that are planned well typically have something like that. Or cities that, like, this is going to be a big city, so you plan for it to be a big city, versus cities that tend to grow organically. Courtney says, finish baking a mini banana bread and finish the chapter. Ooh, look at everybody finishing awesome things. Other way around. Okay, gotcha. Yes, it's hard to remember if you don't live in a city that's like that. So yeah. All right, so it is 4:30. So I think what I will do is I will set us up for one last, yes, just yes. I will set us up for one last 25-minute sprint. And during this sprint, I will do the link parade so that you have places to go to this evening. So here are your last reminders. Do I have this set up right? Yes. Okay. Cool. So last reminders. York. So York is in England. Yeah. So Devin was asking, where is Old York? It's just York, and it's in England. Okay, change from 4th to just writing sprint. And your reminders. 1, save your document. Follow my own advice. 2, drink something. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulder back, do a posture check. And 4, if you need to stand up, walk around, or go get a snack from the kitchen because we've been here for a while, please do so. Those are your 4 reminders. So we can now get started in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. That is the end of that sprint. That was our final sprint for the day. And I am really pleased with the progress that I've gotten today, because with the editing, brainstorming, journaling, all that, I finally have had a 2K day today, which I have not had in the last week. So I was excited to see that. And okay, so Elizabeth says 1,043 for the whole day. That's a lot for you, so super happy. Now the brain is fried, though. Yes, I definitely have experienced brain fry due to too many words. And I think in some ways that may be why I'm sort of slowing down a little bit. I'm sure that I will kick back up once I'm in like full-on drafting mode again, because that's just how my brain does. But Bonnie says you met today's 2-page goal. Yay! Sonia has gotten 358 for that sprint. Excellent. Sarah says 4 pages down, a whole chapter. Only 1 more to go, so you'll probably keep going after the stream. Excellent. You should. I think Tessa is streaming immediately after me, so you could hop over to Tessa's stream. And Morgan Hazelwood has already started. And I think Stig's birthday stream is still going, but that one might be a little less writing sprint heavy. Not sure. Megan listened to music and edited. Yay. CB says, grr, I am not impressed. Stupid brain. That's what my brain feels like sometimes. But on the other hand, you know, we can't get over 100,000 words every month. You know, some months we got to dial it back. So Amy says, you got so much more editing done today than you expected. Yay! This calls for Gilmore Girls and cheese. Yes, absolutely. It sounds like a wonderful evening. The Shadows Lair says you filmed an unboxing and hate that you missed most of the stream, but you got your filming done, so that's fine. Stacy says you've been watching that video, taking the ones that you're forever to find. Yes, taking notes on it, kept getting interrupted by your hubby, and started dinner. Very nice. Nikki says, I'm still reading Vampire Academy fanfiction, and you were thinking of writing another chapter of your own. Do it. Write the fun things. CB says, I cut chapters and didn't re-enumerate properly. Oh no. Head desk. Yes, I know that feeling very well. Very well. Charlie says, I made the map of Lightfell. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like that. Yes, the cheese sounds amazing. Like, even though I'm lactose intolerant, I still love cheese. And that's the one thing I miss most. I mean, other than having to read labels more, is cheese. Because I love just like a good cracker with cheese and maybe some ham on it, or just cheese in general. So Mom, of course, for the holidays bought like the thing of brie, and she bought like a goat cheese with cranberry and cinnamon, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat it anyway. So I had to take my lactose pills. Oh no, I froze on such an awful face. Oh well. Oh well. Cheese, indeed. Absolutely, indeed. Alrighty. So let's scroll back up in the chat if it will let me, and go back over the link parade. So Devin's playlist is at the top of the link parade because Devin is amazing, and because a lot of the other stream links come from Devin. So the Little Forest Homes has finished. So that one is no longer streaming live. I think Mallory, if she's not already done, will be ending soon. Stig's birthday stream, I'm not entirely sure how long that will go, but it started at 3. And then Morgan Hazelwood started the Lazy Sunday Afternoon write-in just about half an hour ago, so she should still be streaming for a while. Tessa is starting now. Pages of Haley is doing reading sprints starting at 7 p.m. And I think I did her twice because I think I accidentally overwrote Sarah Sutton's stream, which Devin rescued us and put that link in a little bit later. Caitlin Costello is doing a 7 p.m. write-in, and Caitlin Ergo is also doing a write-in at 7 p.m. And then Pages and Pens starts at 8 p.m. Devin says Books by Adrian is streaming right now, and Brianna Futch is at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So I think Rihanna's is the last one tonight that I know of. So, yeah. All right. I think that is all the links. And so those are still in the chat for you in case you need them. And Devin's playlist is amazing. So don't forget to go over and check out Devin's channel and playlists. And that's going to be it for me. I have already set up the streams for this coming week, so you can click those and set your reminders if your reminders actually behave the way they properly should. So yeah. All right. I will see y'all next time. And hopefully my internet will straighten itself out. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, y'all.